hugs for Daddy. My daddy is a hero. He has a very special job. He goes to work every day in a uniform. He knows how to stay late. My dad is in the Admiralty. He keeps people in the world safe. Dad and I do lots of fun things together. We can spend the whole day building towns out of blocks. We even play instruments together. Dad plays the drums and I play the cymbal. Mom calls us her rock star. But I look forward to these are the stories Dad tells me at bedtime. They always end with a great big good hug, good night. Good night, my little treasure, Dad will say. Good night, Daddy, I say as I wrap my arms around him. One morning, I came downstairs and I saw Mom talking with Dad at the kitchen table. Dad was holding Mom's hands. And Mom saw me standing at the doorway. She smiled at me, but her smile was missing its sunshine. Good morning, my little treasure, my dad says. I hop on my lap so Mom and I can talk to you about something. Okay, Dad said. Okay, Dad, I said, and I snugged up to his chest. You know that Daddy has a very important job, Mom says. I nodded. He keeps people safe. I says, that's right. Dad says, I work every day. Sometimes I need to help people who live far away from us. He paused. Then I do that. I have to leave you and Mommy for a while. I looked at Mommy and Daddy, are you going away? I asked. Dad nodded and I snuggled deeper into his chest. Dad, how long is away? A while. An order to really help, he said. I have been gone for about a year. After Daddy said this, I couldn't hear anything but the tick-tock of the clock on the wall. Then tears started to roll down my cheeks. But if you aren't gone that long, I said, won't you forget me? Mommy put her hands on my back and Daddy pulled her and me into a big hug. No, honey, Mom says, Dad could never forget you. Saying goodbye. The day Dad had to leave, Mom gave him a big kiss. Daddy gave me a big hug and asked me to be good. I love you, my little treasure, he says. Mommy and I held hands as we waved goodbye to him. Dad waved back and then he was gone. Then Mom and I got home. The house seems really quiet and empty. I sat down on the couch. Mom sat next to me. We both started to cry. I'm proud of my dad. I am glad he helped people, but I didn't want him to go away. Yes, it's okay to be sad, Mom says. I'm sad too. We are both proud of Daddy, but sometimes we need to cry, and that's okay. I'm going to miss Daddy a lot, I said to her. Mommy looked at me and wiped the tears from my face. She got up from the couch, walked over to the closet and pulled a large basket. Remember, she says, every time we want to share something with Daddy, we'll write it down, draw a picture, even some things, then we'll put it in the basket. And at the week, we'll send everything in a box to Daddy. That way he will know that we're doing here while he is away. Over the few days, I filled the basket with lots of things. A picture of me, a letter, a drawing I made. All of these are important for me to share, but I felt like there's something missing from the basket. At bedtime, Mom took me into the bed. She read me a story and she gave me a big hug. That's what I knew. It was missing Mommy. I said, Dad and I used to read story at bedtime. We used to give each other a big hug goodnight. Who reads stories to Dad now? Who gives him a bedtime hug? Mom gave me another hug. I wish I could send him a good night hug, I said. Hugs for Daddy. The next morning I woke up, I saw a big piece of paper on the kitchen floor. I saw markers and crayon. I know how you can send a hug to Daddy. Mom says, you can lie on this piece of paper and tracking it off your body. You cut it out and you can decorate this look like you. And we'll send this to Daddy. He can wrap the arms around himself each night. It will be as if you are giving him a big good night. I lay down and Mom traced around me with a marker. I found a white space. It looked like me. I folded neatly, placed in a box with other items to send to Daddy. 2 weeks later, I got a letter from Daddy. Most of the letters was written by Mom, but at the end of the letters, there was a special note just for me. Hannah, thank you for the big hug. I look forward to it every night. I miss you too. I love you, my little treasure, Daddy.